Prince Andrew's move to Sarah Ferguson's Mayfair home ruled out due to key issue. There is a contentious dispute going on between Prince Andrew and King Charles regarding his stay in the Royal Lodge. According to reports, King Charles is hoping to expel Prince Andrew because of his lack of maintenance, which threatens the 75-year lease that his younger brother holds down. Many people have brought to light the fact that his ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson, is the owner of a £4 million property in Belgravia that is currently vacant and has the potential to serve as a residence for the couple, who currently reside together but are no longer married. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. A short distance separates the Georgian house with 2 bedrooms from the residences of the couple's 2 children, Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie. This offers a handy location. A royal correspondent, on the other hand, has pointed out that this property is not a silver bullet to the Prince Andrew problem. It is possible that this property will not only generate problems for Prince Andrew, but it will also place a burden on the taxpayers of the United Kingdom. A pundit on the royal family named Gareth Russell expressed concern about the potential dangers that could arise from putting Prince Andrew in the Mayfair property. In an interview with GB News, he stated, "Moving someone like Prince Andrew, who is a brother of the monarch and also a very controversial public figure, into a private residence in the centre of one of the busiest cities in the world is not something that can be done in a reasonable manner unless there is a security presence there." To add insult to injury, this does not truly answer the problem of how to keep Andrew safe without putting him a drain on the taxpayers. It does not appear to me that there is any way that Prince Andrew could move into Mayfair or any other section of London without having extensive security that either he pays for himself, which he will not be able to afford for a very long time, or that is paid for by the taxpayers. Mr. Russell continued by saying, "And regardless of what one may think of Prince Andrew, there is no doubt that he is an extremely contentious person." The analyst on royal affairs is of the opinion that Frogmore Cottage, which was formerly the residence of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, could be a more suitable alternative. He made the following statement: "Prince Andrew is also the brother of the sovereign, and as a consequence, he will be a target of terrorist threats and kidnapping. This is the reason why the safest thing for him to do is to go into Frogmore, because it is within the Windsor Security Court, which means that it is within an area of Crown land that is already protected by security. Therefore, if he seeks refuge at Frogmore, he will be protected without incurring any further expenses, either to the monarchy or to the taxpayers." As the conflict to oust Prince Andrew from Royal Lodge intensifies, it has been reported that King Charles is making preparations to carry out a cunning strategy against Prince Andrew. However, this information has not been confirmed. It has been said that Andrew, who currently resides in the 60-room house with his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson, is adamantly opposed to the idea of selling Royal Lodge and desires to continue living in the location that he has considered his home since the early 2000s. The king is reportedly attempting to implement some drastic measures, and it is possible that he will end up looking into ways to deprive his brother of financial resources. According to reports, he has already removed Andrew's security staff, and he is currently contemplating what other actions he may take to ensure that Andrew relocates to another location. In a recent interview with the Daily Beast, a friend of the monarch stated, "It has been compared to a siege, and it is fair in one aspect because Charles will starve Andrew out. Providing security is only the first step. If he is forced to do so, he will withdraw all financial support. It is up to Andrew to decide how things progresses. He is the king, and if he wants Andrew to be removed from his position, then Andrew will be removed from his position." Despite the fact that Charles has made a savings of £3 million by removing the security system, the Scottish Daily Express has stated that Andrew is unable to afford the annual maintenance charges of the 30-room property, which amount to £400,000. This indicates that Andrew will be compelled to leave his current residence and relocate to a new location unless he can demonstrate that he is capable of generating sufficient resources to cover the repairs that his property requires. As a result of the departure of Andrew and Sarah, there have been inquiries regarding the individuals who will take up residence in the house. One knowledgeable individual is of the opinion that Charles might make the property available to the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, or perhaps to his wife, Queen Camilla. In the meantime, Richard Kay, an expert on royal affairs, stated that Prince Charles has considered the possibility of presenting Royal Lodge to his younger brother, Prince Edward. The King has been quite impressed by the manner in which Edward and his wife, Sophie, have increased their workload since they were elevated to the position of Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh. Although the two have not always been on the same page, the King has been extremely impressed by their efforts. In addition, the expert disclosed that Andrew has developed a new pastime since he has been removed from the spotlight of public attention. According to reports, he has developed an obsession with a live flight tracker program that displays real-time information about air traffic occurring all over the world. In spite of the fact that the late Queen Elizabeth granted the disgraced Duke of York a lease on the Crown estate for a period of 75 years in 2003, the monarch is currently exerting pressure on him to reduce his size and reduce his expenses. So, where may he go from here? In his capacity as the founder and chairman of 5WPR, Ron Tarossian offered his thoughts on the various possibilities for Andrew's migration. According to him, the Duke had adamantly rejected down the opportunity to visit adjacent Frogmore Cottage, which was formerly the residence of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Because of his concerns about his financial situation, he will not be renting or buying a high-end private building or residence anywhere in London within the next few years. Apparently more fitting spot would likely be Wood Farm on the Sandringham estate, given its solitude, and would surely assist keep Andrew away from the public eye, Georgian said in an interview with Express.co.uk. Wood Farm has been a safe haven for a significant number of members of the royal family. The main house and Anmore Hall, which were both presented to Prince William and Princess Catherine as a wedding gift, are two of the 27 homes that make up the Sandringham estate, which is located in Norfolk. The Wood Farm is a farmhouse that was constructed in the local Norfolk style, with bricks that are reddish-brown in color and roof tiles that are beige in color. It features an L-shaped stable block and yard, as well as vast lawns on all sides. St. Peter's Church, which is located close, has played host to a number of royal services. On the opposite side of the village of Wolferton, the cottage may be found along a private road that is located behind the church. It is located several miles away from the main estate.